He already know obvious because he do those drills for a long time, so he knows. You see what you created right there? Stop the video. You maybe don't believe it, but this guy was very scared to do giants before. Who remember Justin before?
Yep.
Very scared to do giants and pivot. And he was 2 times national champion in pivot and then win the gold medal in the Pacific Ring and pivot. Just created confidence. That's it. Justin go to pivot in the competition. I remember my first national with him and he said, the pivot is bad. Sleeping in it. And I go, this is the warm-up pivot. We're going to another pivot that is different. And everybody's doing great there. He said, I don't feel confident. I knew it. It's going to be a mess. So, my fault? Maybe. So, it's always coaching fault. We got to create that confidence on him. But because he's super good, I'm trusting in his talent. But his mind killing his talent. So now it's okay. Now he's different mentality. You remember those days. You remember those days. Then I say to people, he's super good. He's my best guy. And people go, he's not. Okay. Go. And now to handstand. Oh, stop right there. You see we're going back and pushing this to handstand. That's the way I like to teach in Giant. You see all my gymnasts on the pass. Who remember Max Emilio Mayer? He's doing this and push. I remember one judge, my chairman, told me one national, I'm not gonna give him the pitch. He's stopping here and then go up. And I go, okay. Don't give him the credit. But that's the way I want to do it. Years later, he told me, I get it. Now I understand what you're looking for. Because you want the kids development this push. And sometimes when they hold too long, by the time that they hop, they pass in here, like you say. But you development in a great grip. And the only you have to do is turn open a little bit early. And by the time they feel confident, and they start hop. And do it whatever you want. I bring one of the sample of my elite guys competing in the last world championship, how he's doing the pitch backwards. So, go. You see? Yeah. That's pretty much what we. Stop it. You see how it's spotting? You see, I'm not making the skill. That's another big mistake we do. Sometimes we're spotting and we do the skill. So the gymnasts know that they're not going to do by themselves. I'm spotting helping. It's just helping. If you cannot do it with light help, don't do it. You're not ready. That's why I do the 30-degree first, to feeling what's going on. If you see me spotting giant, I'm spotting one hand on the back and one hand on the chest. Why my hand on the chest?
To keep him from falling?
If he's slipping, I gotta hear. It's a safety reason. This hand don't do anything. So I just remind touching the chest, so he knows you gotta put the chest in. So I do this, and then I'm pushing by the shoulders to making the angle. No holding hand, no making like a big deal. I'm standing right there, put the hand like that, boom. I do this clinic in Rio many times to get any gymnast who never do giants. You know, and Jim Heights know, and Nicholas know. Yes? I go, any guys, I never do giants, come in. And created a confidence. So yep.
That drill, when you're going to algorithm, like in specific, just like how many times would you spot him in a row before you want to talk?
Many times. Every gymnast is different. Many times he need to feel, he's already in there. You know, Gymnastics is about repetition. You're getting confident when you repeat a lot, and you're getting knowledge when you repeat a lot. Because your knowledge is not here, it's in the whole body. So your body sometimes don't understand it. So you know what your coach want, and you want to do that, but your body just don't get it there. That's why we're using drill, like he say, for conditioning. But the best thing is, and that's my recommendation to everybody, when you want to teach in some skill, the drill have to be the most similar of that skill. And that's what I'm talking about tomorrow, about strengths. And especially in young athletes. So we sometimes want to do takacho, but we have a drills that don't give an idea to the kids what takacho is in the high bar or pitches. We don't have an idea. So what I'm trying to do is all my drills is going to the way to get into that level without notice, without they know what's going on. So you tell them the first time we're going to do this, probably the first answer is no. You know, so you're working and processing. You're going, you got to pick the skills that you want for your athlete and training the most similar what you want. Like for example, we want to do Martis and ring. Yes? So people, oh, they have the weights, you got the weights, and so they are the many pounds you need to do. But the realistic things, the only muscle that you need a building is the muscle that's gonna help you do more this, yes? And how you building those muscles without doing a skill, the more similar, more it is. You see? And then it's exactly with gymnastics. If you want a developmental pitch, you gotta do the most similar pitch you can. And that's, for me, the most similar. You know, how many, sometimes we're running so fast, and we have a good gymnast, and we're running so fast, and gymnast going back. You know, with the ego, the coach's ego killing us. You know, they don't ready. One of the big mistakes that we all have it, I was a young coach and do the same thing, is try to demonstrate it to the parents that I know about gymnastics. And the only I did was stupid things. Because you know, you don't need to show anybody you know. You have your plan, stick it, you plan. The kid want to go to another program, buy it. But if you skipping your level, that kid is going to buy it anyways. He's going to leave it anyways. So you're sticking your program and you go the way the athlete is. The athlete is slow, you go slow. The athlete fast, you go fast. He told you what he wants. Don't tell him what you want. Because you're not doing gymnastics. He is the one that do gymnastics. That's my advice all the time. That's why sometimes I not agree with some of the rules. I go, I not agree with that because it's not realistic. You know, this is very hard sport. And teaching a good pitch, taking years. Years can be. I see in 2012, we are spending with the senior team a lot of time in pitches. And you know why? Because the coaches, the junior coaches, was worrying about doing pitch and handstand and not was patient enough to doing the right drills and the right drop and taking a patient. And in those times, you remember, you do pitch and handstand, and so, ooh, so everybody want to do pitch and handstand. So they don't care how you do it. And we finished with the guys on the senior team that do pitch with the bent arm. And giant with bent arm. And only can do 2 skills on the swing skills because they don't develop grips. And I see on the camera, people go, and a lot of people come and say, oh, well, Danny has a big hands. That's why he can do other things. And I go, that's not true. Because I have Max with little hands, he can do it. You know? And the Chinese guy, his hand is tiny hands. It doesn't matter how big your hand is. It's serious. People coming with kind of things that you really, if you don't pay attention, you believe it. You know? You know, all those Russian guys doing triple back and flow because they have the big legs. No, they developmental right knee. That's all. And that's exactly with everything. So now we're doing those drills, and then again confidence. And obvious we're doing pitches to catch on the hands. The best way people say, what are you doing to going from here to here? Nothing. Just do it. Come on. What is planning? How you walking and then you start running? Your mom and your dad go, wait a minute, running is different. We running like this now? No, you start running. It's the same thing. You created this part. Now you need a help. That's it. It's not explanation. I see coaches carrying the kids on the low people. Help. You're right. Who can carry him over there? So just do it. It's something simple. I mean, sometimes we complicate it with so many things. Simple. How you changing your hand? When you're ready, you changing your hand. Boom, and do it. That's it. Don't put your head and your butt. I'm thinking too much. Go. And I get that from Vitaly Cherbo. He told me that one time in a camping here. One coach is trying to explain to the juniors guy how to do this and that. And I go, I'm thinking too much. You want to grab the bar? Let's go early. Don't put your head in your butt. He don't say butt. You know Vitaly. He say, you know. And I get from that, I go, good, that's good. So keep him around the video. You see, trying to make a handstand, that was trying to make a handstand, but didn't happen. So from the what position? Stop there, stop. For what position? From here. Why? Why? Because, say it again. To he not worrying about, now what I want is the drill, the drop, keep the same way, and the second part be the same way. I don't want to hear start worrying about coming from his time. That's why when today we're talking about the junior rules, I say I'm a favor to we doing from here. Because we're still developing those kids. I don't see nothing wrong to keep and do it from here. Maybe for you 16 or 17 years old and you got to go international meet, yes, you maybe start to thinking different. But when we're thinking now all over, no more gymnasts, no big talent gymnasts, people that been growing, people that need to continue development, nothing wrong with coming from here. Because you don't want to come here and then stop, and that's what we see. We go here, stop, and then we want to drop. No. So you maybe can do pitch and handstand because you're strong, because you do so many times. We sometimes do the wrong technique and happen. But now, to do pitch jam, to do pitch full, to do pitch and one body landing right there, nope, not gonna happen. And then I'm prefer for young athletes from here to here. I'm more worrying about the second part than where you come from. I don't know, any question? You agree with me? No?
I like how you broke it up into two parts.
Say it again?
You spend time, I like how you broke it up into two parts, and you spend time developing the drop, drop, drop. And then, you know what? They can do that part now. You forget about swinging and standing on the bars. I abbreviate SOB, stand on bars. Okay, and then just work on the second half of it.
And believe me, if some kids is gonna learn it fast, some kid not. You're gonna be surprised a kid going to the gym, first day drill, and then they show you pitch 45 degree. And you go like, what? First day drill, they wanna do it. They see so many times, they're already here. They're already having it. And you see kids that you've been like for 2 years, and they still not doing good. We all have those kids.
Yeah.
You know, I have both sides, the good ones and the really bad ones. So we all have that. If we don't have that, we're not lucky. So one more.